I still own my original Razer Seiren microphone, and I do not plan on getting rid of it. It's actually somewhat nostalgic to have around. But with that said, Razer did send me their latest version of their Seiren series of microphones, or the most advanced model, I should really say. This is the Razer Seiren V2 Pro, a huge improvement. Let's dive right in. So quickly, before we begin, I'm going to be recording this entire video with this microphone so that you can hear what it sounds like at all times. Also, I will be streaming with this microphone tonight on Twitch, so make sure that you're following me over there. And by tonight, I mean the night that this video gets released, so please make sure to follow me over there so that you can ask all of your questions live. Links down below. The exterior design consists of metal for the entirety of the build, and this metal build has been a consistent staple of Razer's microphones. It comes in this literal capsule-like shape, and it's way smaller than their original Seiren series of microphones. On the front, you will find the mute button for your microphone, a volume knob for your headphones, and a gain knob for the microphone itself. On the back, you're going to find a headphone jack and a USB-C port with a proprietary entry. This microphone also features a pretty neat bass, as expected, but there is no question that this microphone is pretty nicely built. However, there is one notable design flaw, and that is with the cable. Once you plug this in, you can't tilt this microphone back because the cable is in the way, and there is no way of fixing that. So this particular aspect is rather annoying. So while it looks cleaner, it's actually not as convenient to use. But that's enough about the hardware. So this is a cardioid condenser microphone with a frequency response of 20 Hz to 20 kHz. It records at a bit rate of 24, sample rate of 96 Hz, and has a sensitivity of -34 decibels. These specs do seem pretty standard for a microphone like this. Now let's dive right into the sound test. Now let's get into the sound test. For this section, I will be talking about what I think regarding the sound, but also will be doing a plosives test, proximity test, and testing the noise floor. Now this microphone does sound pretty good to me, though it sounds like maybe the mids have the biggest emphasis out of all of the other frequencies. This microphone does sound like an improvement in terms of raw audio, but one thing that I notice is that it does not have enough built-in protection from plosives. As you probably have been hearing throughout this entire video, I would say that the Fs are particularly even stronger, so I would definitely get a pop filter or windscreen with this microphone if you're planning on getting it. But if you like the sound as is and just would remove the plosives issue, then I think that you will be pretty happy with this microphone. However, I do wish that there was an EQ available for this microphone, because that way I would boost those lows more and reduce the mids while still increasing the clarity by boosting up the highs. So that's what I would change. Except that it does actually have an EQ built into Synapse, so you do get customizations, and I would strongly encourage you to try it out and play around with it to get the best sound for yourself and your own voice. Overall, I think it sounds pretty good. So right now I'm going to be doing a plosives test, so I'm going to be speaking directly into this microphone. I'm going to be facing it this time so that you can hear the plosives a lot more clearly, and you're going to hear them by just me saying the word plosives, 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 plosives. Let's have some fun today. Let's go to the beach today. This all sounds fantastic. This all sounds great. Pickles, pizza, party, panda, pants, posture, pixel. I don't know what else starts with the letter P, quite frankly. But those are going to be some of the plosives that you're going to get, and that's what it's going to sound like even when I use a lot of words with F's in them and what's going to come out of them. Now this is going to be the proximity test, so this is going to be from like a normal speaking distance. I want to say from about maybe 4 inches away from this microphone. So as of now, this is what you're going to get. Now if you get really close to this microphone, this is what it's going to sound like, and you can see that it definitely does have some kind of filter already built in to make sure that it doesn't start to peak or get too loud, which is actually pretty good. I can actually hear that in the monitoring. And then this is going to be from maybe 6 inches away, so this is what you should expect. Obviously, it's not going to be as rich anymore. This is what it's going to be from 1 foot away, because this is as far back as I can move right now, considering the circumstances over here in this garage. But yeah, this is what you should expect. Now this is going to be a noise floor test, so I'm going to shut up for a moment so that you can actually hear what this microphone can pick up. The door next to me is actually open, so the garage door, so you might hear some birds chirping outside. Let's see what you actually hear, and let's see how much noise this thing picks up. So here we go. So one thing that actually surprised me is the accuracy of the monitoring with this microphone. Everything that this microphone picks up, you can hear it exactly as if you were listening to a playback, which is awesome. So there is no guessing as to whether or not your microphone is actually picking up too much noise, or if there are a lot of plosives and things like that. You will always get an accurate read of your audio through the headphone jack, which will allow you to know exactly what it is that you need to adjust in order to make the best improvements to it, so that hopefully this microphone can work best for you. So in conclusion, I think that this is a good microphone, but at the retail price of 150 bucks, it does become a little bit of a hard to recommend as it is, because you definitely need a pop filter with this too, as it's not a one purchase and end it all solution. I, however, like the Amazon pricing of $131 because that is just much more reasonable, and you do get the opportunity to buy a pop filter with the money that you have left over. But after the fact, you will be getting a pretty solid microphone. So with that said, I recommend it, as long as you're willing to use those other accessories too. And also do remember that there is in fact an EQ for this microphone, so I would absolutely keep that in mind when you purchase it. Customize it to your heart's content. Now, thanks again to Razer for sending this microphone out for review. I do very much appreciate it, and I have enjoyed my time with it as well. Now, if you are interested in getting this microphone, please make sure to use my affiliate link down below, because that would really help out the channel quite a bit. So I would appreciate that quite a bit. So links to that down below. And also, please make sure to follow me on Twitch, where I do stream now more frequently. And you can also find me on Instagram, where I do post every now and then. So don't worry. But with that said, this has been Francisco from Tech Summit. Do make sure to subscribe for more content. ROG Ally review coming up very soon. But until next time, enjoy.